Hi, Coach. Arnaud Valadon from French media RMC Sport. Happy, I imagine?
That's the question.
Yeah.
We played a lot better, and we needed to do a lot of things better. We obviously needed to do a better job on Victor. I thought Miles Turner played a great game today and just did a lot of things that you don't see 6'11" centers in this league doing. Picking up full court, sprinting from end to end, busting over screens, busting over pick and roll screens, and when he's guarding a guy who's 7'4", handling, just very unique situation. So Miles played a tremendous game, and Halliburton's run at the end of the third quarter. They're gonna talk about Victor after these two games, but they're gonna remember that run here in Paris. That really shifted the momentum back in our favor.
Next question on the left back.
Yasmina, Talk Basket. First of all, congrats on the win. In one moment, they led by 1 point, but you managed to reject that, and your team got back in the game really fast.
Well, we had a period in the third quarter where we had bad energy. We just weren't playing with enough force, with enough enthusiasm. We were not playing tough enough. And then we had the play where there was the technical foul on Mathurin, and that really shifted the momentum back to them. And then we were able to get it back with Tyrese's run at the end of the third. And that was a really big part of the game. And then when our second unit came in the beginning of the fourth, it gave us more energy. Our game is built on a 94-foot commitment to hard play and unselfish play. And McConnell had one of his best quarters of the year during that stretch, and we were able to get some traction defensively.
Next question on our left-hand side.
Edvinas Jablonskis, basketnews.com. Coach, you contained Wemby to only 3 shot attempts and 3 points in the second half. So how would you explain the success? And did it come naturally, or you were kind of planning to sacrifice maybe some of the space on the court for other players, or did it come naturally?
The Paris Police Department helped us on that. No, Victor Wembanyama is just such a unique challenge. I mean, it's just, having a 2-game set like this is really revealing, because it's just, it's such a different set of circumstances to deal with. And, after the first game, we had a chance to study it and look at it and try to figure out ways to make it harder on him, to be able to bring help when necessary, which is pretty often. And we just had to be at more of a full capacity mode with our energy, and we were. So, but Miles had a lot to do with it. You don't stop that guy. I mean, he still had 20 and 12. I mean, after watching the game in person, not looking at the stats, I would have thought he had a lot less points. He still had 20 points and 12 rebounds. And I don't know what he had for blocks. He only had, he had 1 block. So we did a much better job there. First game, they blocked 10 of our shots. And so we moved the ball much better. We ran a lot better. And defensively, we played with a defiant attitude today, which you have to do to be successful in the NBA.
Thank you, Coach. Next question in the middle.
Coach Lindworth, Open Court Basketball right here. On Thursday, before the game, you spoke about your 2 all-star players and raved about them, about Halliburton and Siakam. They showed off tonight. But then again, on Thursday night, when the results came back for the starters, not much love was shown to them, neither by players or the media in general. You're a top 5 team in the East. Why do you think those two have it a little bit harder than some of their colleagues?
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam are all-stars. Whether they're named to the team or not remains to be seen. But I believe that people around the league recognize that they are all-star players. A lot of people today on national TV are going to see what Tyrese did at the end of the third quarter that changed the game. And that will certainly get attention. And Pascal's been one of the most consistent players all year long. I mean, he's a 20-8 guy every single night, you know, and he had a lot of huge plays tonight. So we'll see what happens with All-Star. You know, regardless of what happens, the fans of Pacer Nation see those guys as superstars. They're superstars on our team. And they're so important because they set a tone for who we are. Like if your star players aren't unselfish and givers by nature, you know, it's always going to be a struggle to try to get guys on board with that. But when guys like Pascal and Tyrese naturally think that way, and I got to include Miles in that too. Miles is one of our top players. It permeates down, and it's very special.
Thanks very much, Coach. Safe travels back.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.